Good evening. This is Buckeye Gordon, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about when I had joined the Army. This is a picture of me in 1978. I was 23 years old. When I left home, I have lost my mom, and I just knew it was time for me to move on with my life. And so I thought about it, and I come from a long line of military men. Most of my brothers served. I had 4 or 5 brothers that served. I had one brother who wanted to join the Army, but he was flat-footed. And funny thing about that is he actually burned his draft card at the recruiting center because they wouldn't take him. Now, back in the 60s, you remember they were burning their draft card to stay out. He wanted in so bad that he burned his draft card to get in. But I remember that day. I remember that day just like it was yesterday. Got up early. I want to say it was about 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's about the time we always get up. We fall out for breakfast, for chow, at about 5. We run to the chow hall, and they had these monkey bars. And you get in line. If you go through the monkey bars without dropping, then you get in line for chow. If you drop, you've got to go to the back of the line, wait your turn, and try it again. Usually breakfast was served bread, scrambled eggs that was green, and what we call shit on a shingle. It was like sausage gravy, I guess, except it wasn't sausage. When I was going through the line that morning, I remember asking the cook, I said, "Why are the eggs green?" He says, "It's been sitting here for several hours, and if you've seen the color of it, you wouldn't eat it, so we put food coloring in it." So, of course, that really gave me a lot of confidence. Anyhow, after chow, you ran back to the barracks, and we had barracks at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It was actually called Fort Lost in the Woods because it was out in the woods. But the barracks were nice. We had 4 men to a room, no bunk beds. They were just beds, about a full-size bed. It wasn't no mattress, it was just a mat. Our beds would have been made before we even went to breakfast. And the drill sergeant will come in, and you would stand at attention, and he would go to each bunk. If something was out of place, he wouldn't ask you to fix it. He would grab the mat and throw it. And I remember his name, Sergeant Rodriguez. He was a very hard man. But I had a lot of respect for the guy because I found out later that he fought in Vietnam. And I've always respected him for that. But Sergeant Rodriguez, he always called me Dogface. I'm not sure why. He always called me Dogface. And there was a couple of times I got into trouble, and I either had to run with the M16 over my head counterclockwise of the platoon marching, and you keep going until he got tired. Or you had to do push-ups with a full backpack. I remember that day, though, that we took the picture. He says, you got 15 minutes from the time I blow my whistle to get into your summer dressed greens and get your ASS down here. And he was looking right at me. Blew his whistle, everybody getting upstairs and pushing people back just to get up there. You hurry it up and get dressed. By this time, they're just sweating like crazy. But anyhow, we got down there. We got in line to where we needed to be. And they started taking pictures. And then next guy. So it was my turn. And I walked in there. And the guy taking the picture said, smile. I said, I am. Sergeant Rodriguez said, Dogface, smile. I said, I am, Sergeant. But I remember that day. I think the military made me the man I am today. I know my dad's proud, and my mom's proud of me. And I hope that my daughter and my son can look up to me with pride, and I think they do. If you have a loved one in the Army or in the military or a veteran, tell them how much you love them and how proud you are of them. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to me. If you would, please like, share, and above all, subscribe. And this is Dogface saying good night.